And let me be clear. We reject the ICC's application for arrest warrants against Israeli leaders. Whatever these warrants may imply, there is no equivalence between Israel and Hamas. And it's clear Israel wants to do all it can to ensure civilian protection. But let me be clear. Contrary to allegations against Israel made by the International Court of Justice, what's happening is not genocide. We reject that. We will always stand with Israel and the threats against its security.
Hey you, out there in the cold, getting lonely, getting old, can you feel me? Hey you, standing in the aisles with itchy feet and fading smiles, can you feel me? Hey you, don't help them to bury the light. Don't give in without a fight. Hey you, out there on your own, sitting naked by the phone, would you touch me? Hey
Please, your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Hey, okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Okie dokie, boomer.
Oh my God, you guys. And are we here yet? Are we here?
I always want to sing, and the worms ate Kennedy's brain.
His brain. Hi, everybody. Good to see everybody. Nice to see our fams here, Chanda. They are piling in. We hope you loved that intro as much as we did.
That was a great intro.
That's Boba Flex, and that's from 2017. They kicked ass on that. If you like that, stick around for the outro tonight. This is probably the best outro that I've ever done. And it's Pink Noise, and they're doing Dogs of War. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Fantastic. Come Schwari Kate. I'll be at a wedding this evening. Happy birthday, Chanda and Hawkified Linda. Thank you so much, Kate. Riley Martin, good to see you. Popeye, well, dang. Cole Fusing Gaming, who is that guy? Snarky made it. Yes, you did. Hi, Becca C. Natalie Williams. Anthony.
Natalie. My heart's with you, Nat.
Oh, yeah, Natalie. Oh, yeah. The vet. Yeah, I'm dreading that myself. I know Dharma's getting really slow.
Love these pets,
tough.
and then we do everything to stay with them.
Oh, yeah. We just want to keep them forever. So, Deborah Grossbach, great to see you. We've got Popeyes in the house. Steve G. And Midnight Karma is here this evening. Bad Cookies. You're not missing anything yet, I hope. We've got Desert Mantis is in the house. Natalie Williams again. Red Angel, good to see you. Peace Dove, always a pleasure. Let's see, what do we have? Who else do we got? Stevie Wolfie's in the house. Hey, Steve Wolfbrent, good to see you. Crazy Puppet's in the house. Hi, friends. Hey, Crazy Puppet, great to see you. We've got Mastermind Hour again. Let me see. I'm just trying to cover everything. Snorky again. Retro Gamer. Hi, Retro Gamer. I haven't seen you much this week. Of course, I haven't been on the computer that much this week either.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
I've been trying to. I hear the screens cook in my brain. So I'm,
screens are cooking our brains everywhere we turn. So yeah.
You've got a super chat down there, Chanda.
Let me grab the super chats real fast. I see a couple of them coming in. Becca C, what a cute sticker. Thank you so much. And Natalie Williams, happy birthday, Chanda and Linda. Yeah, it's executive producer Linda's birthday tomorrow, and mine was yesterday. We've had a blast. I've had a blast. Oh my gosh. A great birthday.
Desert Mantis. Rick Solis, good to see you. Let me see. I think I've got everybody that's in the house. And
let me shout out the trailer park real fast over on YouTube. We got Rich from Wisconsin hanging out with Metal Martin. Good to see you at the trailer park. I woke up with a little bit of a sore throat. I'm feeling hoarse today.
Oh, well, happy birthday, horse birthday. Crazy Puppet, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Chanda. Look at all that. He's throwing pies and cakes and pancakes, cupcakes. Look at all that.
I got pretty spoiled. You guys are just awesome when it comes to a girl's birthday. And you guys made it so special. It's been crazy. The meals I've had, it's been so much fun.
VSA Dems is in the house. Hey, be right there. We'll be here waiting for you, Vic.
We'll be right here.
We'll be right here. Is there anybody over on the Rumble?
Let me get the Rumble real fast. We got Lost 66 with a Rumble rant that says, "Hey, you Chanda, love your work. A mini happy returns belated." Thank you so much. We got Ghost Art hanging out with a Dingo Ate Me Baby.
Dingo.
And, there's a couple more over there. They're never that chatty on Rumble. It's weird.
Yeah, we're kind of.
And we got Rokfin.
Yeah, Rokfin. You got Rokfin.
Let me check out the Rokfin. Now, the Rokfin's down here, so it takes me a second to find it. Fred Edwards is hanging out over there with Anna Maris and Jim, Copeland Morris, and who was first in the door? Fred Edwards was first in the door. Thanks for joining us over on the Rokfin. We've been on Rokfin a long time, man.
Yeah, I think we're up
Like, we
to
were in the first wave, I want to say, of Rokfiners.
Yeah, we were making great gains over there for a while. We hit 15,000, and then all of a sudden, Rokfin decided to
Came to a grinding halt. But hey, we've managed to hold on to our spot on YouTube for the last 2.5 years. We never grow, we never lose, and it's a
Tell this
time.
show's going to be a little spicy, maybe too spicy for YouTube.
Okay.
I
Bring
think
it on.
we've got everybody out of the way that I've had so far, and anybody coming in that's watching the
We'll shout 'em
rebroadcast.
out.
Sorry, and Shanda's really good
Everybody's
about
got
catching
arranged.
it. First of all, we have to. I have a special little thing I made for Chanda and Linda for their birthday. And the big thing behind this is, everybody, is I don't go bald for just anybody, but Linda and Chanda, I had to make an exception
Such a
here.
gift. It's such a gift.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, did you guys notice Eeyore Oz there on the end? I just that Eeyore Oz is.
I loved it.
I'm
I
glad
loved
you
it.
did.
Thank you. That's the first time I had Happy Birthday sung to me this year, so thank you so much.
Well,
That was
good.
awesome.
I am so glad that.
Happy birthday to Linda.
Yes, Linda. Happy birthday. Linda is out celebrating this weekend.
She is, but she did a lot of hard work before she left, and we're going to reap the benefits of that hard work tonight, because the yum yum is, like Oz would say, going to knock your socks off. And not only that, she sent me a very special birthday gift, and I'm gonna roll that out on Monday over at the trailer park. She did a little work on my opener, and I love it. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, she really did. It's terrific, and I'm glad you like it, Chanda, because she said, "Don't blow it on this one," because I had to reface, and I gave you a premature reface. She was going to use it for that.
Yeah,
and I
that's
screwed up.
right. You gave me one of the photos that I thought it was a great photo. I've been using it all over the place.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was great. And I go, Linda,
great
did I
reface,
fuck
yeah.
up? And she goes, yes, you did, Oz. You weren't supposed to give her that.
Yeah, yes, you did. Oz.
I apologized all over myself. I usually don't make those kind of brain farts, but I did in that case. Remember, this show is satire unless it's not. So,
yeah.
these days it's hard to do satire, isn't it, Chanda? And Patreon, of course, if you want to
Patreons. We love
join our
Patreons.
Patreon. We love our Patreons so very much.
Our Patreons are so important because, like, refaces wouldn't get done. All the subscription stuff that we have to have in order for graphics to do these shows. So, thank you so much, our Patreons.
hell
for
yeah,
keeping
hell
us
yeah.
alive.
And I'm going to swing back over here to buy me a coffee just so I can cover the bases there. If you'd like to buy Chanda or myself a coffee, this is a great way to give us a donation, keep us rolling. Again, thank you to all of you who have already supported our shows and paid for a lot of our stuff that costs a lot of money. So thank you so much for doing that. But we can always use a little bit of extra here and there. If you got some money in the ashtray or in the couch, that would be very
Who does
helpful.
nowadays? Holy
We don't.
shit.
No, we don't.
Nobody does.
I just went shopping yesterday, and it was insane. So I'm glad I
don't
eat.
shop anymore.
Yeah,
You don't shop when you don't have money. Like,
I don't eat fast food, and I just screwed that up. There we go. I don't eat fast food. We haven't eaten fast food since 2020.
well,
was
it's probably
it May?
smart because Morgan Spurlock dropped fucking dead of cancer. You know, the dude that supersized me. I
Yeah.
don't think we brought it. Is it on the deck? But
No,
yeah.
no. He dropped. How old was he? 58 or something? I
Yeah,
don't know, something.
he was relatively young. I mean, I just turned 50, so 58's young to me.
Chanda made a nice little thank you for everybody here that we're going to play right now.
Good.
Very well done, Chanda.
And
Very
it
well
truly
done.
was a good day. And thank you to everybody, not just the people I mentioned in there, everybody. I mean, I had hundreds of messages yesterday and, birthday wishes. And it just warmed my heart. So thank you very much.
Now you're half a century old. That makes you sound older when I say it like that. So
Try not to have some kind of midlife crisis, but I'm sucking
well,
it up.
like I said earlier, stick around for the outro if you like Pink Floyd, because it's I'm really pimping my outro because it took a while, but it came out
cards.
It came out nicely. But the outro will be running by itself tomorrow morning, 10:15 Sunday morning, over on Beauty and the Boomer. If you'd like to catch it again, it's so good. And before that, 10 o'clock, the thumbnail, the Hey You will be playing. I figured I'd put them both together, so we'll go with that.
Nice.
And
I love these thumbnails. You're doing a great job on the exit rail thumbnails.
Oh, and they're just going to get better and crazier.
I love the themes that you've been doing on them, so they're great.
I've been trying to theme it. I'm slow, but I'm not slow. This was going around this week. This is Ted Pike, and everybody's assuming that he was a congressman back then. He was not a congressman. He's an author. I would describe him as an anti-Zionist author. He was not a member of Congress. Had he been a member of Congress, they would have marched him out of there 5 seconds after he made this video. But check this out. He's been calling this bullshit out ever since 1987.
Hello, I'm Ted Pike, and this is my wife, Elaine. Today, a foreign government, Israel, operates the most powerful lobby in Congress. This is AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. Through control of Congress, Israel demands and gets nearly $5 billion annually. No elected official dares criticize Israel for fear the Jewish lobby will accuse him of anti-Semitism, the kiss of death for any politician.
Yeah,
the president also knows what Israel wants, Israel gets. To act otherwise is political suicide. Nope. The mass media, founded and controlled primarily by Jews, manipulates the spigot of information out of which Heartland
You can't say that.
The message of this contaminated source is, if you criticize Israel, you are anti-Semitic. Be safe. Keep your head down, or you are fair game for being knocked off by the Zionist shooting gallery.
As a result, our president and elected officials are slaves to political correctness when it comes to Jews and Israel. They cannot seriously criticize Israel, especially as the source of Mideast strife and terrorism. They cannot suggest an end of aid to Israel. They cannot even protest Zionist control of Congress.
Yeah, you know what? 1987, and the only thing that I would have changed up a little bit more is I wouldn't have focused so much on by saying Jews. It's Zionists.
That's what I was thinking. God, get out of my damn head. I was just like, no, where they effed up is where she said Jews instead of Zionists.
Yeah,
Zionists.
And want to remind everybody, Chanda, what are you? Are you Catholic or are you Buddhist or what?
Did you see my show on Friday? I brought baby pictures and pictures of me growing up. Tell me you don't see the Jew in me when you see the baby pictures of me and my hair and
my
think nose.
I think you're gorgeous at any age, inside and out. So if you guys didn't catch it, Glenn Greenwald had a little discussion with Alan Dershowitz the other day.
Oh my gosh, not the douche.
This is just an excerpt, and I think Glenn actually kicks Dershowitz's ass and the audience's ass. Check this out. This is fun.
That Iran did not want to kill Israelis, that it sent these hundreds of drones knowing they would all be miraculously stopped. Can you justify that?
Yeah, what I want to say is if Iran has such a primitive army that they're not capable of landing even a single missile inside Israel because all they have is a bunch of crappy drones and slow missiles that can be removed from the sky by Jordan and by the United Arab Emirates, then they're hardly an imposing country. The reality is that Hezbollah...
All you need is one to get through.
Alan, please.
One, that's all you need.
Hezbollah has tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of highly sophisticated missiles pointed directly at every single major Israeli city, including Tel Aviv. If Iran wanted to do a kind of response against Israel that you're suggesting they wanted, they had that capability, and they didn't, because they're a rational, restrained country that didn't want to end up in a world war. I know. The only rational, restrained countries are America, Israel, and the West. That's what your media tells you all the time, so I know that you believe that. But there are actually other rational, restrained countries in the world, too. You're always told there's a new Hitler in Iran, there's a new Hitler in Russia, there's a new Hitler named Hamas, there's a new Hitler in Syria, and you believe it all the time, and you stand up and you cheer all those evil, irrational countries. As I said, if you look at who the ones are who are starting wars, it is your country, the United States, and along with Israel as well. And that is just the reality if you remove yourself from Western propaganda.
Glenn open a can of whoop ass on everybody.
Yeah, he did.
Do you hear those people laughing in the audience?
Laughing. Yeah.
They're going to be laughing really shortly here. Not at all, because exactly right. There are so many more rational countries and people in the world, not because of their necessarily media, where the Western media has brain fucked everybody in this country. And those of us who have given up our critical thinking skills should be ashamed of ourselves. Question everything. Everything.
If it says it in the paper or if it says it on the TV, then I must rely on it and trust it, because grandma trusted those sources. You know, that mentality is those people that are laughing.
Yeah, that's that Al Franken. If it's in the Times, you know, I mean,
right.
Crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy
or Bill
crap.
Maher, right? I read it
Bill,
in the freaking Washington Post. Yeah.
Bill Maher got spanked all week, and he's still getting spanked.
He gets paid well to get spanked. He don't mind.
You brought Matt Miller, really, Chanda? You're really making my day.
Matt Miller. Let's hear what the U.S. Department spokesperson has to say.
This has no cut in it, by the way.
The United States fundamentally rejects the announcement today.
You can cut it wherever.
The prosecutor of the International Criminal Court that he is applying
I was
for
busy
arrest
this week.
warrants
Sorry.
for senior
No problem.
Israeli
I'm gonna
officials
speed it up
together
there.
with warrants for Hamas terrorists. The United States
That'll be
has
funny.
been clear since well before the
Put him
current
on like
conflict
2
that
minutes
the
or
ICC has
2.
no
Let's hear him
jurisdiction
go
over
really
this matter.
fast.
So are you okay then with the application for arrest warrants against Hamas?
We do not believe that they have jurisdiction over either of the parties of this
So you
conflict.
don't,
and
think
that
that
includes
Hamas, you don't think that Hamas leaders should be prosecuted?
We absolutely believe that Hamas should be held accountable. That could be,
Held
hold on, let
accountable.
me finish. That could be either through the prosecution of the war effort by Israel. It could be,
In other words,
hold on,
being killed?
it could be by being killed. It could by being brought
We
to
don't
justice
care.
in an Israeli court.
Kill
We do
him.
not believe the ICC
Try
has
him.
jurisdiction over either of the parties in this
We don't
case
care.
because the Palestinian people do not represent a state.
Okay.
That includes the leaders of Hamas.
But obviously the administration is also troubled by actions that Israel has taken post-October 7th. So where is the accountability for that? Where do the Palestinians go to seek redress?
First of all, in the short term, with respect to questions of war crimes, Israel does have open investigations, a number of open investigations. We made this public when we released our...
All right, that's all I need to hear from his lion ass mouth. Jesus
So
Christ.
full of shit. Yeah,
They're gonna,
so full of shit.
you know, this is not a new thing, calling out countries or entities for investigating themselves. I even question, I question just about every entity. When you have a drug company investigate itself, when you have an airline manufacturer investigate itself, bullshit. You can't have these people who are accused of such heinous and incredible things to the genocidal level of Israel investigate themselves. Is that really something is that a thing, Chanda?
Well, at
What
the end
fuck?
of the day, they're all just multinational freaking corporations that are
Yeah.
all interwoven with each other. So yeah, no, that's the way they want it. That's why they pushed the TPP. They wanted those tribunal type of
Oh
to
yeah.
where we had no say in it. Nobody could bring anything, against them.
Well,
and
remember.
they basically have that now. They've wove it into everything.
Oh yeah, remember how hard we fought the TPP when Obama tried to get it in there?
They were
and we
telling us it was good. I loved when
Yeah.
Hillary said that she wasn't for it, but she was for it. Like,
Yeah, and
she
now
talked out both
they
sides of her face on
now they have pieced it together. They're in there.
Yeah,
so
they have. They were
they-
like, okay, we can't shove it down your throat as a whole.
So they snuck it in.
We're gonna break it into little pieces, and we'll put it into the omnibus bill. We'll put it into this bill.
Oh yeah,
And because
it's
we know,
sickening.
we know these fucking bills. There's so much in them. So yeah, they've managed to get everything they wanted.
I can't play this enough, but this is Gen X Girl, and I don't know what their handle was before this, but this one does it. The Foreign Agent Registration Act, which is FARA, states a foreign agent is an individual who agrees to operate with the United States subject to the direction of a foreign government or official. The penalty for unregistered foreign agents is 10 years in prison. Why are lawmakers taking direction from Israel? Why are they? Anyway, I'm going to play this. You'll get the idea real quick. You'll get the idea really quick. Here we go. I'm just going to play it there.
We got to read it?
Nope.
We got to read?
This is all about the ICC decision. I'm not going to play the whole thing. You get the idea. This Stefanik, she's horrible. Horrible.
Oh, yeah. No, you can play the whole thing. It's only 2 minutes. Oh, Lindsey Graham. Got a bomb inside of Russia. What?
That guy, he's psychopath. Rubio.
Rubio, psychopath, too.
Jackie Rosen. Terrible.
Yeah, terrible. Oh, so terrible.
Tim Scott, terrible. He might be your vice president with Trump. He might be your vice president. Teddy Cruz, another one.
It could be worse. It could be Cruz.
Terrible. Oh, that guy, he's the worst. This guy, Brian Mast. Oh my God. Marsha Blackburn. She's horrid. Horrid. Ted Budd. Hey, Bud.
I don't think I've ever heard of Ted Budd.
Yeah, well,
Ted Budd takes.
Adam Schiff. God, talk about
Adam
it.
shit.
Right, what a shit stain on. And Steny Hoyer, another walking, talking piece of feces. That guy, Mike Lowry. Oh, a Lawler. He's terrible.
Mike Lowry.
Lawler. Oh, and there's the queen of the devils right there.
The queen of them all, right?
She's the worst. The worst.
She is the worst.
Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, they're all foreign agents, in my opinion. And, you know, the AIPAC money should have been made to be registered as a foreign agent. And so the ADL and all these other Israel propagandist organizations, they can all go to hell.
Money out of politics. We've been screaming it for freaking ever and a day. So
yeah, except they just go through and put it in. Now here's this is the butcher of Gaza right here. This guy.
Butcher of Gaza. Heck yeah.
Pursuing military.
Was 6 years old when Israelis killed her. His brother was 6 years old. Lincoln, you will be remembered as the butcher of Gaza. You will be remembered for murdering innocent Palestinians.
You will be remembered as the butcher of Gaza. Yep.
Now you're going to have to tell me which ones to play here.
No, they're okay. So they're all really short. Every one of them's like 17 seconds, 14 seconds. Okay, so Code Pink was inside this hearing, and they did such a fabulous job of being heard and being seen. They were brutalized. They were ripped out. You know, they were drug out in the hallway. And we'll get to that. But let's fire off all of these 4 clips. They're short. They're each one's like 20 seconds. So just see how much they interrupted it.
This is deranged. You are a war criminal. Shame on you.
You may continue.
No, you may.
Pursuing military.
Was 6 years old when Israelis killed her. His brother was 6 years old. Lincoln, you will be remembered as the butcher of Gaza. You will be remembered for murdering innocent Palestinians.
People's Republic of China.
War criminal. He is a war criminal. The blood of 40,000.
Look at him flinch.
Yeah, it's got to be unnerving him. He already wasn't sleeping well at night. on his face. Look at his face. They're unnerving him, and I love it. I'm here for it. This was a great photo shot with all of them standing behind him.
Complicit in genocide, war criminals. The blood of 40,000 Palestinians is on your hands. War criminals.
And counting. And counting.
In Gaza. The blood of 40,000 Palestinians is on your hands. Butcher Blinken. War criminal. Butcher Blinken. War criminal. War criminal. The blood of over 40,000 Palestinians is on your hands.
He's just going about his day.
Butcher Blinken. Genocide is your legacy. Shame on you. No longer in Israel.
The Senate Foreign Relations Committee come to order.
You know, Chanda.
There you are. It was the
that's
Senate Foreign Relations Committee.
At least they weren't complaining about how their eyelashes looked or their girth or anything like that. They were directed to the point on that. You know, I really do feel sorry for his kids because growing up knowing what a murdering piece of shit my dad was, if they even get it at that point, I don't know. That's got to be horrible. I sincerely feel sorry for his kids. I really do.
Hey, but he plays guitar, so he's the cool dad.
Yeah, he's cool my ass. Anyway, we have a little bit more for this. I know you guys.
So
have
this
probably
is
seen.
on the outside. This is after they're pulling the protesters out. So this is in the hallway.
Which one do you want me to play first, Blinken or Medea?
Play the first one, the Medea, that one first.
It's so sick, it's so sad. Blinken is in there testifying, and people were protesting, and they were brutally thrown out. They have extra police presence here today. They're treating us so brutally. And we're the peacemakers. It just is so crazy. You wonder, what did this country become? How did we get to this point? We have become a country. How do we become a country?
Ma'am, you're protesting an area not permitted to do so. This is your first warning.
What can I do not to protest?
This is your first warning? No fucking way. That's her first warning.
They treat him with all disrespect. They throw people out so brutally because they're protesting the killing of children. I don't want to live in a country like this. I don't want to be in a country like this.
How can we take care of a war criminal that's in there, but we peacefully protest and we get slammed around and thrown around for what? Because we don't want people to die? Because we don't want children to be slaughtered and named? How would you feel if it was your family or your child?
I kind of felt like Medea's waterworks were a little pushed, but these people, the ones that are being drug out like that, fuck, a lot of them got banged up. They're pretty damn good.
Please throw our people out just because they protest. It's just not right. The way they treated Mohammed, the way they treated Annie, it's not right.
Anybody who's brown or brown people, they want to attack us. It's ridiculous. Like she was like a doll. She just threw her up and threw her over people.
I mean, Anne has spent a couple of years of her life as a diplomat. She knows what diplomacy is.
Yeah, the point is these are not rowdy protesters. These are our most calm peacekeepers that go in and actually protest these hearings. They don't let you anywhere near that place as a part of their protest group if you haven't had the proper training on how to restrain yourself, what you're allowed to say, what you're not allowed to say. And the effed up thing is these politicians are so intimidated by Medea that they make up lies about what Code Pink does. They're like, oh, Code Pink threatened us. And Medea's like, who threatened you? Tell me who. Because nobody would come in here and do that. We're here for a reason. And, you know, we're not going to mess that up. So they just lie. They just flat out lie.
They lie all the time. This is really short. This just shows the bloody
Yeah, that's
hand.
only like 8 seconds. Yeah.
Bloody hands behind
what they
Blinken.
seek to do, which is to
I love it.
bring in
Good
more
job.
investment.
Killer.
On a particular matter.
Killer.
I would hang those monikers.
She was signing killer. She was doing sign language saying killer.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't see it? That's what the circle was. She was signing killer.
This was a last-minute ad this afternoon. I had to bring it. Now, before we get going here, some of our friends have been kind of supportive of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And I want you guys to watch this. This is an extended clip. It's a little longer than normal, but I want you to watch the whole thing and listen to every word he says. Use those excellent critical thinking skills that you, our chats, have. This is going to make you puke. Listen to every single word he says.
Yeah, I know. He makes me want to puke.
Now, this is going to make you puke, all right.
In the last 30 years, international aid agencies have pumped $8,600 per capita to every single person in the Palestinian Authority, including a lot of people who aren't really there. Because the Palestinian Authority and UNRWA counts people who left long ago in order to continue to...
So would your position be not to send them any money? And would you also not send any money to Israel then, as president of the United States?
No, what I think we should be doing is diplomatic solutions, but we should... I think we need to do a Marshall Plan for Gaza after the war, but I don't think that the war can end until Hamas is eliminated. I don't think you can be giving money to Hamas.
Yeah. So today, the United Nations top court actually just ordered Israel to immediately halt its operations in Rafah. The United States and the Biden administration asked them not to do this,
which
and
they stepped
Israel just
up
did it
instead.
anyway. How would you handle the situation as president of the United States?
Well,
would you allow them to continue that? Would you allow American service members to be there?
American service members aren't there. Israel's
yes, they are. They're actually in the water. They actually set up a pier and poured, and now they're being attacked.
Oh, they're floating
so
here.
as president of the United States, how would you handle the Rafah situation, and would you put our American troops there like they are currently?
No, I would not send American troops to Israel. But I would support Israel with arms and weapons. I think
gotta vote for him.
The International Court of Justice, part of the United Nations. The United Nations just has an ingrained hostility to Israel, and the United Nations has issued, I think, 14 condemnations in the last 5 or 6 years against Israel. One against North Korea, none against any of these other nations that are that are actually committing human rights abuses all the time. Israel is the only democracy in the Mideast. It's the only place where everybody can vote with your Arabs and Jews. You have all equal rights. Arabs in Israel can run for every political office. There's 10 Arabs serving in the Knesset. They're serving on every level of the judiciary. They have freedom of speech. They have freedom of religion. There's 27 nations in the Mideast, and 26 of them have official religions.
But the question is, what would you do for
Rafah? Israel.
What would you do with Rafah? Never answer the question.
Real quick, I want to pull this out. This is important to what you're asking, Luke. This is from usni.org. U.S. soldiers critically injured during Gaza Pier operation. 2 other service members hurt. These are non-combat related injuries, but this is U.S. service members. They are armed. Lloyd Austin said that they are allowed to return fire. They are currently under fire from Hamas in Gaza. And so based on what Luke was asking, I ask, knowing that the U.S. is doing this, they're building a pier, should you get elected, would you call these troops back and cancel the construction of this pier?
Yeah, I would have to look at the whole pier project. I've been ambivalent about that project from the beginning. I'm not sure that it's necessary.
That's double talk.
I would have to understand it better. I read both the literature propaganda coming out of Israel and the propaganda coming from Hamas. And it's unclear to me how, what Israel says, there's plenty of supplies going into Gaza, that there is no shortage of supplies, that the problem in Gaza is that Hamas is stealing the supplies rather than distributing them.
Well, the Pentagon is also reporting just 2 days ago that the aid is actually not getting through to the people of Gaza.
And that's what Israel has been saying, that they can't. The problem is not a lack of supplies. The problem is that Hamas won't allow anybody to have access to the supplies.
Okay, I got to stop it just for a minute. I'm going to finish this. Did you hear what that asshole just said? Have we not witnessed Israelis blocking the supplies from going into Gaza? Have we not witnessed barbecues and parties with those supplies by IOF soldiers? Have we not witnessed? This guy's living in the Twilight Zone himself. This guy is a nut. He does not know what the fuck he's talking about. And Glenn Greenwald and Max Blumenthal would tear him into little tiny bits because he's a dumbass and he does not deserve to even run for fucking office in this country. I'm going to finish this right now. And I'm sorry for those of you who said, well, he was good on the jab. Well, yeah, he was good on the jab, and the clock's right twice a day. Give me a fucking break.
That's right.
Give me a fucking break.
Same reason it's the same reason Gaza hasn't had water is because of Hamas,
Well, no, Israel shut off the water and electricity.
No, Hamas is taking the water pipes.
Yes, they did. They control the water and electricity.
To 2 million people, not just combatants.
No. Israel, first of all, Israel only controls about 9% of the water. The water in most of the water, about 81%, 91%
told
of
him that. The worm in
Gaza
his brain?
The worm in his brain.
From 6 desal plants, desalinization plants. Those plants are dependent on oil, on fuel and bunker fuel. And what Israel says is there is plenty of that.
What Israel says.
But they're using it to fire rockets into Israel rather than to operate their diesel plants. And there's plenty of
really?
evidence of that because Israel's been hit by about 20,000 rockets since October 7th, and they consume a tremendous amount of fuel. So what Israel says is they got plenty of oil. They're just not used. They are starving their own people. And we see this, this scapegoating all the time where Jews, the only Jewish nation, is being blamed for crimes that Hamas is committing. You know, if a bank robber robs a bank,
holy shit,
and grabs a hostage and is firing over the hostage's shoulder at the police, and the police fire back and hit the hostage, you don't blame the
You don't
police,
shoot the
you blame
fucking
But at the
hostage.
same time, we don't blow up Times Square if there's a terrorist inside of Times Square. So that's another situation that would counter your situation. But back to the question about Rafah.
It depends on how many terrorists are in Times Square.
Of course, you know, when we went into Ramallah, when we went into Mosul, we killed a lot more civilians than Israel is doing here right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure you did.
Our allies were the United Arab Emirates, the Saudis, are bombing civilian targets. They've killed already 350,000 civilians, 10 times. People only complain when Israel kills civilians.
Oh, they only complain when Israel. Do you believe this interview right here should cancel his fucking election right now? This was from yesterday. By the way, Junior, that port is floating down the ocean right now, down the beach. It's all in pieces. Jesus Christ.
I think somebody needs to give him some ivermectin because those fucking brains in his head are not dead.
Oh, that unfucking believable, Chanda. I cannot believe what came out of his head right there. That was, you know what? Instead of using Botox on his apology tour in his brain, maybe he should use steroids because his brain needs some help on that. Just about everything that he said there is a lie, wasn't it? Just about everything.
Well, these are the talking points that AIPAC and Shmuley have put out. You know, Max Blumenthal did a beautiful job of exposing how the relationship between Kennedy and Shmuley begun. And that's because Kennedy said something and they came for him. Oh, he's anti-Semitic because of something he said. I don't remember what it was. And Shmuley kind of took him under his wing to, oh, hey, I'll get them to like you again and not attack you if you support us in Israel. And he has towed the line ever since then.
Honestly, Desert Mantis, calm down, Oz, or you won't be invited to RFK's press. Oh my God, no shit. You know, I've never been one to even want to be around a politician, so that's never going to happen anyway. But thanks. I don't want to have a stroke in front of you guys, but that for 4 minutes and 46 seconds of pure lying by that piece of shit. Just, it blows me away. And to think, I was thinking about voting for that guy when he first started to run. And then he started spooning with Shmuley and spewing his Zionist horse shit. That finished me. When was it? When
I might have been convinced for maybe a week. No, I was never on Team Kennedy. You remember? I was calling that shit out from day one.
I know. I'm old. Cut me some slack. Now, we're going to touch back with Code Pink. This got out of order. But this is how you should treat every goddamn politician in Washington and in your own state, as far as I'm concerned. All of them. Fuck.
I love it. War criminal! Yes. They should have to listen to that all day, every fucking day.
Every day. That's your template, everybody. So pass it around. Make everybody happy. You brought news, Fake Nation.
Cowbell. Right? Give me more cowbell, please.
Yeah. What is this? You got to parse this?
Oh, okay. So this was a hearing where they drug in the heads of the Ivy League colleges to scold them about not protecting Jewish students and letting anti-Semitism run rampant on the campuses. Yes, this is what they're answering.
It's not a thing. It's not happening.
Well, hearing questions and pointed accusations both inside and outside of the U.S. Capitol. So we start inside. The presidents of UCLA, Rutgers, and Northwestern facing a barrage of questions from House members over their schools' handling of anti-Semitism. Now, outside, other lawmakers expressing outrage of the treatment of students protesting the Israel-Hamas war. Let's bring in NewsNation's Joe Khalil, who is live on Capitol Hill following all of this. And Joe, you have some new details on today's hearing.
Yeah, we do. And apologies, we just tried to chase out one of the university presidents here from Rutgers, just left the hearing room. Didn't want to comment that he said everything that he wanted to say inside today. But look, this was a hearing that had quite a few tense moments. It was very obvious that Republicans on this education committee were on the offensive. They were grilling the presidents from Rutgers, from UCLA, and Northwestern, talking about how they don't feel like the universities kept, particularly their Jewish students, safe from harassment during these nationwide protests. One particular point of contention that many Republicans brought up today was the fact that at least two administrations from Rutgers and from Northwestern engaged in negotiations with the protest leaders. Republicans here didn't like that. They said that was a dereliction of their duty. And, there's a tough spot that university presidents say they were in. They were trying to protect First Amendment free speech while at the same time keeping these students safe. But again, particularly Republicans on the committee say they did not do nearly a good enough job. Congresswoman Elise Stefanik has been sort of the face of this effort from Republicans. And this is her exchange, which I think is mirroring many of the exchanges.
She's a liar. She's a foreign agent.
Isn't it true that a Jewish Northwestern student was assaulted?
So I want to question the premise of your question.
No. I'm asking a question.
There are allegations that a Jewish student was assaulted. We are investigating those allegations.
So when are the investigations going to be finalized?
I'm not going to be able to tell you that. They'll be finalized when the Conduct Office and the Title VI Office, which are well on this issue.
This is why you've earned an F.
Stefanik.
This is why you earned an F.
She's God. Talk about bad.
Oh, my God, right? So they're going to be implementing new policies because they're beating their asses in public. And, there's your Republicans for you.
I missed something with the RFK thing, the interview with Radowski. Does he even know that there was a giant, and there have been giant protests in Tel Aviv against the Netanyahu government?
Yeah, right. He doesn't say anything about that,
Doesn't say a word.
The ass of the
More lies from that guy. More lies. Meanwhile, Syrian girl brought this. I caught this yesterday. I just about died when I saw this. And you know what? I die a little bit every day watching this shit. These are tense. Israel.
Is this Rafa?
Yeah, Israel airstrikes refugees living in tents as a message to the ICJ, who told them to stop massacring people. Israel is telling the world they are terrorists. These are tents.
Holy shit. I haven't seen this video. Oh my God.
These are tents. Give me a fucking break.
Don't even give him a fighting chance.
Human shields, right, Chanda? Human shields.
Human shields. Look at all the Hamas that they're protecting, Oz. Do you see the Hamas in the background? Oh,
Hamas. Yeah, they're Hamas. Living in tents. So bomb the shit out.
Starving with no
starving.
water. And
starving.
Most of their families have been annihilated.
Fucking break.
Yeah, that's terrible. How freaking scary.
Yeah, I mean, that's about as inhuman as it gets right there, isn't it? They're bombing the human shield without any Hamas behind them. Hamas is in the sand, so they're going to blow the shit out of all these people.
Well, according
right?
to RFK Jr., yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's not all they want to blow up, because Victoria Nuland, she's back wanting to blow up inside of Russia. Like, let's nuke Russia. What?
Do I even need to play this monster again? I don't. She wants to blow up Russia.
I want you to play the Gary Oldman, but won't we take a strike for that one?
No, we won't, because I refaced it. This is Anthony Blinken taking his drugs that make him be able to look at himself in the mirror every day.
I don't think we can. Good reface.
I'm not kidding. The guy's have to be on some kind of uppers.
Dude, what the fuck are they thinking, Oz? They want to take American fucking weaponry, bombs, and bomb inside of Russia because, hey, there's a couple of bases there that we can blame it on the Ukraine. Like, it's not like America is bombing inside of Russia. No,
She's inciting World War III and World War IV all in one.
She does it so calmly, like she's getting ready to serve you tea and crumpets. Like, it's insane.
It's goddamn insane. It's insane. It's beyond the pale. It's like, is it a tumor or something? Nobody can be that bad.
Her eyes are so cold and dead. She's like, this has to be done. Like,
speaking of brain damage, Chanda. Speaking of brain damage, this is AIPAC thanking your favorite senator, Lindsey Graham. Yeah, Lindsey Graham. Thank you, Lindsey Graham, South Carolina, for your leadership, calling the ICC for its morally bankrupt and legally baseless attack on our ally Israel. You mean your boss, asshole? Your boss.
Yeah.
So I bring us little. I don't clip those bastards at all. Now you brought
don't give them airtime unless they're saying something really bad that we want to tear apart.
Well, yeah, I do. It just that's what we do. Now you brought this. This is a clip from Orf. Is this right?
Yeah, from Orf. I don't know if it's Orf singing, but I love it. It's a great clip.
You see, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Is hate speech. From the river to the sea is too obscene. Learn to say something not too extreme, like nuke 'em like Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Nuke 'em like Nagasaki and Hiroshima. From the river to the sea is just too extreme, yeah. Nuke 'em like Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Palestine to my dick, fuck ass piss and shit. From the river to the sea is too offensive, and now it's a legal offense in Texas, cause river to the sea is too dangerous to be said. Don't get me wrong, I think censorship sucks. I think everyone but me has become woke cucks. Dumb fucks, cocks and cunts, all caught in a bunch. Cause censorship sucks unless you're censoring. From the river to the sea, it's hate speech. It's too extreme. I need my mommy. Don't get me wrong, I love free speech, but if you speak, I will call the police. Oh my God, officer, there's a terrorist peacefully chanting, Palestine will be free. And that Palestine sign stabbed me in the eye with genocide so hard it hurt my feelings. From the river to the sea is hate speech, unless the one speaking it is Israeli. Unless the Israeli is a Jewish voice for peace, then magically it goes back to being hate speech. And even Elon agrees that it's hate speech. You say from the river to the sea, lock you up and throw away the context. Suppress your content, suspend your comments all across X. Hamas and Israelis are bombing babies, but what we need to stop is all this hate speech. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free is a rhyme that's a crime and needs to be bleep. From the river to the Palestine will be bleep. Thankfully from sea to shining sea, speech is free, but from the river to the Palestine will be. Thankfully from sea to shining sea, speech is.
I love it. And there's such a great hidden point in that song when they bleep all the words at the very end. Yeah. Like, that's where we're going. Like,
kudos to Orf. Kudos to Orf on that one. And without stealing any of his fire, for a good job, I got to always say, Jesse Jett gets it done all the fucking time. Jesse is one of my favorites, if not the favorite, especially with the spoken word.
I have 2 Spotify artists on my Spotify list, Jesse, Jet, and Jelly Roll. That's all I listen to on Spotify. Yeah, I'll just listen to Jesse.
Yeah, good job. Good job, Matt. But and remember Jesse Jet too. So that was great. What's this? Who's beating the shit out of who here? What the hell's going on here, Sandra?
Oh God, where was this beat down at? I forget. Somewhere in America.
Oh, in America. Great.
I think it's America. Might be Europe. It's Europe. They all wear helmets and freaking hats here, so.
I think it's Netherlands. Netherlands and Germany.
Oh, you're right. I think it was Germany. Oh, damn. The global global police right there. That's what you're seeing.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Global brown shirts.
Yeah, the damn helmets look like the stormtroopers, the ones wearing the black ones in Star Wars. They are stormtroopers. They're absolutely stormtroopers. Now, I need you to bear with me with this one. I have a point why I brought this. Couple of, whatever. Anyway, do you recognize this person here?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we're going to let her rant here for a minute.
Oh, let's not.
If Israel wants to carry out war crimes, they shouldn't do it with our money. You can't, on one hand, demand that American taxpayers who are desperate for a better life here in America, they need to hand over billions of dollars to the Israeli government and the IDF, and we need to shut the F up about any of our critique. AIPAC is evil. AIPAC is evil, evil. My fellow Americans, are you okay with that? Are you okay with a lobbying group representing the best interests of a foreign government telling you you need to bust your every day, work a job that you likely hate, and have a portion of your earnings taken from you by our federal government and funneled to the Israeli government so they can commit atrocities in the Gaza Strip? Are you okay with that?
Mastermind Hour says Anna was actually based here. Except for one thing, Mastermind Hour. The first 10 seconds of what she said. War crimes are okay as long as we don't have to pay for them. That's no good. War crimes are never fucking okay. And I don't know why in the hell she clipped it right there. Maybe she didn't, but she shouldn't have said it because war crimes are never okay. And I look at this because Chink was going off. Yeah, Chink was going off.
Going off too.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in many ways. This to me is not much different than politicians who are, speaking out against.
They are like politicians,
and they're trying to. They're
get riled up against the AIPAC, but you know what? You're the ones who told us to vote for a lot of these fucking assholes over the last fucking 8 years. So pin it and move on.
Ding, 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 ding.
PYT doesn't have any followers anymore.
Well, yeah,
like,
this is.
I know. We'll bang the going against AIPAC because
This is TYT trying to rehabilitate themselves to the point they were before they opened their mouth on so many bad levels.
They could have had it all. You could have had it all in 2016 if you would have just stayed the fucking course. Jimmy tried to keep you on track, but no, you had to get that Katzenberg money, and now look where you're at.
Yeah. So if you're going to show that clip around, just cut the first 10 seconds off and then let her have it if you want to promote TYT. I don't recommend it because this is old and Chanda found this. That's TYT to us. They're dead to us. Once you get betrayed by the likes of Bernie Sanders or Barack Obama, TYT, I'm finding myself trying to forgive some of our friends and family that we lost, that we don't talk about because we don't want to create drama. But we lost a lot of them during the COVID thing. And I understand they have strong feelings about that. But some of these shitheels like these guys, they went way too far with their shit. And some of Jimmy's ex-friends have gone way too far.
Jimmy went hard on freaking Graham Elwood the other day during his show, and I was loving it.
He was opening whoop-offs on somebody else.
And his chat is there's so many new people in Jimmy's chat. I mean, come on, Jimmy's been touring, like he's picked up a lot of new followers. A lot of people are like, "Who's he talking about? Who's he talking about?" Like, dude. Graham Elwood, that's exactly who he's talking about, throw his career away to attack him. Like, we watched it in real time. We were there for it in real time.
Yeah, I don't like the way that some of us came at each other, but if you can mend those fences with some of them, because a lot of these same people and two of our friends that have a great podcast that I watch all the time and I donate to, who I disagree with on the jab, but everything else, we're right on track. We're right on track with them. And I like them. They're nice people. They got good hearts. We just disagree on that issue. But when people are dying, when babies and families are getting destroyed, I kind of want to get with them. We've got something very, very special here. And Linda, we don't know how you keep doing this. How? How does she keep doing? Chanda, how does she do this?
She's amazing. She's just getting better and better at these. Like,
I'm just going to preface
blows our yum-yums away.
I'm going to. I love the refaces here. I'm just going to preface this by asking everybody: did you know that the United States wanted to blow up the moon once? Holy shit!
Please, Mr. Please, don't play A119.
Yeah, we don't ever want to hear that song, ever. May 25th. Following Russia's space race success and the double failure of America's own Project Vanguard to launch a satellite into orbit, the U.S. began experiencing Sputnik envy and tried to recapture their competitive edge by instead launching DARPA and NASA and top-secret projects like A119, the plan to detonate a nuclear bomb on the moon.
From 1949 until 1962, the Armor Research Foundation at Illinois Institute of Technology studied the aftermath of nuclear explosions on the environment. Near this date in 1958, with the support and guidance of a salivating United States Air Force, ARF began looking into the possible havoc a nuclear explosion directed at the moon could wreak. The U.S. Air Force suggested the program, asserting that blowing shit up was just what the American people needed as an elixir to cure those American space race losing blues.
In 1957, the U.S. Secret Service claimed an anonymous source told them the Soviets intended to nuke the moon during the lunar eclipse on November 7th of that year to commemorate the October Revolution. In reality, Russia didn't come up with their own plan for lunar nuclear testing until 1958, and their plan was in stages, with atomic annihilation the last in a series of 4. The American plan, of course, went straight to atomic annihilation, racing past the stages of reaching the moon and sending probes to photograph its surface like the Soviet plan had.
The competing space racers both figured out their plans could backfire. Soviet concerns were centered on the danger of fallout and a potential miss, sending the missile back to Earth. Americans were worried about making the moon uninhabitable for future colonization because they knew back then they would someday run out of places to colonize on Earth.
Thanks for covering this story with me, Chanda, and on your birthday. Your dedication blows me away. Thanks to Oz, too, for bringing this little nugget to our attention.
Thanks, Linda. We both got to spend our birthdays on the moon. I don't think many people can say that.
Do you think Oz is trying to get rid of us?
Maybe he's trying to save us. Hashtag World War III will probably not be on the moon.
I freaking loved that. It was so good. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun.
Salty's Digital Dive says, yeah, fuck the moon.
Yeah, fuck the moon.
Jesus.
Blow it up. It's made of cheese anyways. I like grilled cheese.
They're going to get their rocks off now by causing World War III and blowing up the planet. I mean, we're already burning up.
This is true. This is a true story. I remember covering it on some show years ago. So, yeah, it's true.
I don't know. Linda, you can't keep outdoing yourself. You're making my head explode.
That was pretty freaking amazing. That's why I said she did a ton of great work before she left. She left us a bunch of treasure.
Oh, yeah, she did. And this, just to give you an idea, she spends hours working on 2 minutes of clip. She busts her ass to bring the best. She's fantastic. She is just fantastic.
love the Chanda AI. Maybe I could just have the Chanda AI start doing maybe the Wednesday show just to take a little load off.
Oh, yeah, she did. Well, I contributed to the sound file. That was my contribution. It sounded like you. So there you go. There you go.
It did sound like me. Absolutely.
Norm Finkelstein, if Israel's found guilty of genocide, Biden is guilty of complicity in genocide, and so is the whole goddamn Congress. Here, let's listen to Norm say it again.
It was a long time coming. Kareem Khan is a complete tool of the West, a revolting human being, and he only did it because of the pressures that were being exerted by the whole human rights and legal community, and the fact that the entire UN system had documented that there was a man-made famine in Gaza. He didn't know how to avoid it, and he couldn't avoid it. Article 3 of the Genocide Convention counts as a crime, an act of genocide, to be complicit in genocide. It's called complicity in genocide. If Israel is found guilty of genocide, Biden is guilty of complicity in genocide.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
And the UK and Germany and all of you assholes out there.
All the G7s. Yeah.
Did you bring this or did I bring this? This is
I don't think I brought
Gen
it.
X
I can't
girl.
read it, so probably
Gen X,
not.
Yeah, this is a great thread about AIPAC's attack on Senator Fulbright back in the day, concerned about foreign agents infiltrating our government. Did you know that besides money, AIPAC has also robbed us of some of the most patriotic and honest politicians in modern history? I find honest and politicians, that's an oxymoron, but yeah, Fulbright, yeah. J. William Fulbright, a class act, a hero, a victim of AIPAC's smear campaign. The United States Senate is subservient to Israel. Israel controls the Senate. This has been demonstrated time and time again. This has made it difficult for government. This was in 1973, Chanda.
Yeah.
1973.
Before I was even born, 51 years ago. Yeah. And think about how many good for the people politicians have been wiped out because of AIPAC money. I mean, look what they did to Nina Turner with Chantel Brown. I mean, when they want to come in and wipe a race out, they got the money to do it.
Well, yeah. I mean, grassroots doesn't stand a chance when there's this kind of money and this kind of support, because not only do they get the money, they are blackmailed into doing exactly what the Zionists want, the Zionists who control this government.
Trip.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I wanted to bring this. This is satire, I guess. Maybe.
Okay.
A unified Reich? That's Hitler's language. That's not America's. He cares about holding on to power. I care about gaslighting you.
Good job.
Yeah,
he does care about gaslighting you.
I'm going to put this. Tell me, is this too much, Chanda? Should I have not brought this?
Oh, we're gonna get the 18 and over slapped on us now.
Oh my God!
Slapped on us lately.
No, Biden's just tying his damn shoe. Damn it!
He's tying his shoe. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, but what you don't see in that picture is you don't see 535 members standing behind Biden getting ready to crouch down and do this, tie the same shoe over and over and over again.
Great point.
You brought this one. Speak just a little off topic,
like the
but not
dirty
much.
Nuns. That's a great freaking slide.
I know the dirty nuns are the best. They're the best. The Gemini nuns.
Yeah, the Gemini nuns. Hunter Biden tried to pin his missing handgun on shady Mexicans after girlfriend Haley dumped it in a trash can.
God.
You expect anything less from Hunter Biden? Yeah. Hell no. It was those shady Mexicans. But, you know, his daddy's not racist at all.
I had to fix this, Chanda. This was a road to Christo-fascism. Well, Christian Zionism, because everybody's saying anti-Semitism and all this shit. Do you know we probably have more Christian Zionists in the United States than there are Zionists, Jewish Zionists? Sure. Just wanted to say this, but authoritarian minority rule, overturn elections, punish dissidents, rewrite history. That's a big one. Demonize others, curtail personal freedom. Preclude peaceful protest happening every day. Restrict voting rights. Democrats, Republicans. Yeah, okay. Undermine the public trust in government. We are here. Fascism. Not Christo-fascism.
So can I ask you why that is? Why is it that we have more Christian Zionists in the United States than we do actual Zionists?
I believe it's been social conditioning over the years. I think it has to do with...
Well, it is social conditioning, but it comes down to dogma, too.
Religion, because, yes. I was just going to say.
We're taught to support Israel, the second coming of Christ. We've got to build the third temple.
Yeah,
it's ingrained in you. From the get-go. And
I have a few friends who are uber religious, and that's what their dogma has taught them, and that is bullshit. So get a little strong. Now this
I was gonna say false prophet.
False prophet. This hit the skids the other day. You brought this. I added to it though. Holy crap! Rep Guy Rosen. How do you pronounce that? Rosenthaler. Thaler, Republican PA Rep. Max Miller of Ohio have introduced a bill that would extend the same taxpayer benefits to Americans serving in the IDF as if they were serving in the U.S. military. What the actual fuck? That's not legal. That's not... That
the ones that are on TikTok all the time showing off all their equipment and shit and dancing, those ones? Like, what?
I don't think so. What you're saying is you are bribing mercenaries from our own troops to go over and fight another country's genocide. It's not a war, it's a genocide. I say fight. They're not fighting, they're slaughtering. Anyway, Sabrina had something to say about this. I just dropped this in here because Sabrina's so right on.
Everyone that's telling you that we must reelect Joe Biden, why do you think they continue to say we must protect our democracy? That's not just in reference to domestic policy. That's also them speaking about foreign policy. They also think when they say protect our democracy, they're not just talking about the United States, they're talking about Israel too.
Yeah, it's weird.
Remember, they consider Israel to be like an extension of the United States. They literally announced today.
The penis extension.
Hold on, folks. Literally announced today there is legislation being put forth in Congress to give IDF soldiers the same benefits as U.S. troops.
You can't have benefits.
You not.
But they can.
Now they're willing to move mountains for Israel. They're willing to do anything for Israel. Now, they want to give them the same benefits that they give U.S. soldiers, which is excellent health care, by the way, et cetera. But they don't want to give everybody in this country health care. They don't want to give you a federal increase of the minimum wage, but they want to give the IDF soldiers the same benefits as U.S. troops in this country. I cannot make this up.
They'll probably get it, I'm sure. The IDF wouldn't even exist without Americans' money anyway, so there wouldn't even be an IDF or an IOF to give benefits to if it wasn't for American taxpayer dollars.
I think that I think they'd had a vote on that today, and I don't know. Maybe the chat does. I don't think that went forward, but maybe it did because they're crazy. They are crazy. And here, this piece of shit right here, I just want to remind you, we lied, we cheated, we stole. Because, he's been running his pie hole on his Twitter account 24/7 this week. I wonder why, Chanda. I wonder why.
When I was a cadet, what's the cadet motto at West Point? You will not lie, cheat, or steal, or tolerate those who do. I was a CIA director. We lied, cheated, and stole.
Lie, cheat, and steal everything.
We had entire training courses.
And they're applauding this prick.
Yeah, they're like,
It reminds me of the American experiment.
Jesus Christ. So that's the most unpatriotic thing that you can do.
With those places, Westport, or West Point, that's what's wrong with them. The programming.
Yeah, it's that mental programming. I feel a little lonely here around the world. Actually, I should have highlighted the countries that recognize Palestine. The countries that don't: Australia, United States, and the UK.
Right?
UK, United States, Australia.
It's the G7 countries.
The G7 countries again. Give me a fucking break. What the hell?
The G7 countries stand alone against the rest of the frickin' world. And the rest of the world needs to rise up, man. We're waiting.
Did I bring this or did you bring this?
I brought it. It's a great Whitney Webb and Ryan from Last American Vagabond, Ryan Christian.
Oh, yeah. He got booted off of Twitch today or yesterday.
Dude, he gets booted off everything.
Okay, what's going on with the AI stuff in Israel and in Gaza, and why is it so bad? Well, according to the IDF's own admission, or at least people that work in the IDF, before they used the AI, they were identifying a relatively small amount of targets to assassinate in a day. And now with AI, they're identifying hundreds a day.
Yeah, tense.
Hundreds
How
a
is
day.
AI
Tense.
choosing who those targets are?
Mm-hmm.
What did they input in there that makes those people targets? Is it that they are part of Hamas? I don't think so. Is it that they know someone, they're friends with someone who's in Hamas, their brothers in Hamas, their cousins in Hamas? They read a post Hamas made online.
Right. They once used the word Hamas, right? I mean, it gets really, you know, I mean, kind of being facetious, but the point is that
you
I
see
think
what
the
I mean,
obvious
though?
reality. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, why do you think they want to put AI in charge of the internet and the censoring and monitoring social media?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yep, so they can put us all on lists because
they
it's posts
target
that we
us.
follow, things that we've liked, the people that we hang out with. They're already doing that, but it's insane that AI is actually choosing the targets.
And right now it's easy for AI over there. Anything that has a beating heart that's in the area is what the target, no matter what. No matter what. Now we've got. I thought I had one. You added one here. What is this?
Yeah, I think they're both short, so we're good.
When was Palestine founded? What do you mean founded? When was it a country? It's always been a country. That's not true. When was Israel founded? 1948. Wait, Israel is younger than my dad? Why is my dad older than Israel? Palestine was never a thing. Really? What did the British call it before 1948? It was a mandate. Yeah, a mandate of shut up. What now? Nuh-uh. What was the word? Fuck you. According to Israeli prime ministers themselves, they were Palestinian.
Britain got the mandate over Palestine. Palestine. What was Palestine then? Palestine was then the area between the Mediterranean and the Iraqian border. East and West Bank was Palestine. I'm a Palestinian. From 21 until 48, I carried a Palestinian passport.
Nixon ordered Cambodian genocide.
Rathbone, is that his name?
Yeah, I guess.
Obama gave the orders to do drone strikes.
Obama did give the orders to give drone strikes.
All right, now this one, right?
Yep.
What is this? Here we go.
Dog parents. We're operating this armored vehicle so that you can take your dog on a peaceful walk in the park.
IDF soldiers, we're selling you this special brand of adult diapers so you can feel safe filling your pants the next time you see a brown 3-year-old charging at you from 500 yards away. No more wet pants or your money back. Guaranteed. Our downy feather diapers are extra soft and durable. So the next time you're crawling on the ground like a clumsy crawfish, scared and confused because you just heard a brown baby cry off in the distance, you won't have to worry. No shit or fart will ever reach your pant leg. No shit, no fart, no problem. Our diapers are battle tested. Our diapers are durable and long lasting. They take the fartiest shit and the poopiest pee. Our state-of-the-art absorbent pads will have you farding on a bed of clouds. Don't delay. Get your military-grade, state-of-the-art, industrial-strength diaper today. Can the diaper force win the war against children? It depends.
Well, and the U.S. government's going to cover those for you, so there you go.
There you go. There you go. Your tax dollars at work buying diapers for the IOF.
Diapers, yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. All right. This is going to be disappointing, I'm sure, but
we got to talk about this.
Yeah, we got to talk about this. And these guys, Jack's Page called their shit out the other day, and I'm being very thoughtful when I say shit, because when you endorse AOC or Jamal Bowman, it is shit. Okay?
Yeah.
Honestly. And if you go after Sister Jax, that doesn't work out too well for you either, because she's solid. And Jax, if Jax, if you're out there, I'm not blowing smoke up your pant leg. It's the truth. You're solid. That's why we respect you and everybody that works and follows with us very much. And that pissed me off. But Chanda knows me pretty damn good. And very damn good, actually. We share a brain. But I always give somebody a chance when I asked them something. This is how I responded to this when they were going all bullshit with this crap. I said, your tracking information seems very solid, and many of us appreciate it considering the savagery that the Israelis are perpetrating on the people of Palestine. I believe that the work you do may help gain some justice for Palestine, and I appreciate your dedication. However, I would like to suggest reconsidering the focus on representatives who don't take money from the Israeli lobby. Many of these individuals still receive substantial financial support through the Democratic Party, which often includes funds originating from Israeli interest groups and other opaque sources. The party, the DNC, the DCC can reallocate this money as they see fit. Many times it's given to horrible representatives who are against anything that is in the best interest of the nation, but for political expediency used against grassroots candidates in party and third parties we should be electing. I'm confident you know this, but just reminding everyone, given the pervasive influence of such funding across both major parties, it's problematic to endorse any candidate solely based on the absence of direct donations from specific entities, especially Israel. Oh my God. There is a considerable information out there and the questionable character of the actions of some incumbent representatives that should be taken into account. I value the transparency you bring to financial contributions, especially those from entities representing Israel. Yet I advise against making any endorsements solely based on this criteria. The disillusionment of many people feel, particularly after the perceived betrayals by Bernie Sanders and Barack Obama, underscores the need for caution in supporting mainstream politicians who perpetuate the goddamn status quo. Your work is impactful, and I encourage you to continue shedding light on these financial connections. However, it might be beneficial to collaborate with others who share your values when considering candidate endorsements. Thank you for your continued efforts and commitment. Now, that's my fucking warning shot right there. Amazing. Knock off the motherfucking bullshit. And if you want some advice on who to endorse, might ask Jack Page. Might ask anybody that follows that are pro getting the money out of our government.
We see these. Okay, so we saw this from our revolution. We saw this. These are huge red flags. This is a huge red flag. I'm sorry. I do appreciate what the AIPAC tracker has done.
I do too.
And the fact that they hassle these politicians on X, they get ratioed every fucking time. I love seeing them get ratioed. But right here, this is warning bells dinging off in my head. When they start endorsing these middle of the road faux progressive candidates like AOC, it tells me they're more in line with establishment narrative, and on other things they will toe the line too. So yeah, we'll just tread lightly with these guys. I'm really not going to feature their stuff anymore. I will still like when they ratio one of these damn politicians, but yeah, I don't know. They didn't need to do this. All they did was shoot themselves in the foot with this script. But we've seen mass organizations do this. So
this could be what Jax and many of us see as, COINTELPRO or whatever the fuck is going on with these guys. Yeah. Because
AOC's
you know what? And don't give me this Act Blue bullshit. Act Blue is a fucking Democratic Democrat racket. So it's money laundering. And I'm trying to behave and be nice. Like I said, I'd be nice first time around. After that, I'm fucking done. This is the warning. I thought that was a reasonable response, and I appreciate the kudos that we got from the chat. I try to write a little bit.
Funny.
So anyway.
Okay, so it is 8:25, and we haven't even made it through half the deck. So a lot of this is going to have to go. Let's start picking and choosing.
Okay, let me take a look at the deck here.
Yeah, I'm kind of taking a look to see what I can pillage. We can take the Kim Iverson.
I'm not going to do Kim Iverson.
Everybody knows about Cornel West sucking. We might as well not cover that.
Let's go to Sabby Sabs. Let's do Sabby.
47? Is that where we're going?
Sabby.
Oh, 46. Sabby's on here a couple of times. So which one are we? Okay, 46. Okay.
46. Here we go.
Okay.
We talked about this yesterday on Tavis Smiley's radio show, and he brought up what MLK said about LBJ. MLK said, no, we will not vote for LBJ.
because of his support for the war in Vietnam. And he talked about how the money that was being used to commit the atrocities overseas, that is money that is not being used domestically in this country for people's needs here. You cannot support Joe Biden because of his funding and supporting of the atrocities against the Palestinian people in Gaza. So when I saw the way the students protested at Morehouse, turning their back, yeah, I get it. That's nice. That's cute. That's sweet. But that does not go far enough. When you protest, you don't protest to make the other side comfortable. And I feel like the way these protests were done, it was done in such a way that it made Joe Biden okay with it. Joe Biden was fine with it and said, I appreciate the way that they chose to protest. That means the protest was not as effective. You are supposed to disrupt. That's the whole point of a protest, is to disrupt. Turning your back, get up and walk out. Walk away from this man. Yep. But at the end of the day, Joe Biden is still speaking to an audience of people. The way that you prevent him and you stop the speech is you get up and you walk out. You don't stay there. You don't stay there and say, what are you doing? What are we doing? We have to remember what revolutionary leaders said in this country before. What would they have told you to do? Why would you even go there and entertain this man? Why? So you can get your diploma? They mail it to you. What is the president going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to arrest them because they walked out of commencement? Get out of here. It's a free country. I ain't got to stay in this room. You don't have to stay in that room. Don't let these people fool you. Don't let them instill fear into you. The president of Morehouse works for the board of trustees, and that is who he's responding to, and that is who he's doing the work for. You do not owe Joe Biden your attention. You do not owe Joe Biden your presence. And I'm pretty sure if MLK was here, and I'm pretty sure if Malcolm X was here, and I damn well know if Fred Hampton was here, they would not put up with that. Period.
Oh, yeah, Fred Hampton, no way.
Yeah, encore, Savvy, encore. By the way, Sabrina was beating the shit out of little Billy Maher the other day, and I threw a comment up there. Bill Maher's net worth as of 2024 is $180 million, and Savvy tore him apart. She did a terrific job, and it's unfortunate, but it works, highlighting this fucker because he's out doing propaganda for Israel right now. And I'm glad she did in that respect. So thank you, Savvy.
He's so fucking ill-informed. He's a fool. He gets called out and shown up constantly.
He's a fucking potato, man. The guy's an idiot. He used to be something back in the day, I thought, but he's not anymore.
Okay, so you pick where we're going next. Like I said, there's no way we're making it through. Not even, what I'm saying. So,
yeah, I know. I got too wordy. Anyway,
let's skip 49. We don't need to do 49. Okay. I already ran it on my show on Friday.
Okay.
And Jim McCall, okay, wherever you want to go. 51?
51. Yes, 51.
Oh, Night Gallery.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I've ran this on my show. I ran that on my show a couple of weeks ago, too.
Yeah, and the Senates have just put in how many more corrupt judges? 200 more corrupt judges. Lifetime appointments. There should be no goddamn lifetime appointments for any office. None whatsoever.
Though, right?
That is insane. No
You're
lifetime.
In power forever.
No
you die.
fucking way.
What?
No way. No
Who
way.
gets a job like that?
No way. Fiorella Isabel, she's on vacation this week. How many times were we told the Savage Hamas fighters brutally raped this girl, by extension all women?
Oh, God, the video that came out this week, we haven't even talked about that.
Not only was it a key in justifying the genocide in Gaza, but pivotal to their self-victimizing in front of the world, the 9/11 escape hatred of Hamas as terrorists. They have been running this shit since, Tuesday? It's
bad, yeah. It's
so bad. So,
and they're all like, "Oh my God, look and see, we told you. Like, you refuse to believe us." Like, yeah, I'm still. It doesn't equal out. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Way to call it out, Fee. Way to call it out. Yeah. Excellent. Dave Chappelle, there's a genocide in the Gaza Strip. Israel Hamas wars rages on there. Wow. Little late, but I'll take it. Dave.
His clone actually said that. I'm a little shocked.
Yeah. Let me see. Glenn Greenwald. I'm gonna skip that one. I think we've already.
Yeah, we already covered that.
I'm gonna skip that one. Cream of bullshit. Brett Netanyahu here. Cream of bullshit. Propaganda disguised as news. This is what this is, and I want to show you. Just nuanced. You've got to use those critical thinkings in a nuanced way. Netanyahu to address Congress. Speaker Mike Johnson says, this is propaganda disguised as news. They're just pushing it out there. That's all they're doing. They're not reporting, and I don't think that's going to happen because everybody's pretty much against it from what I've heard. Isn't that what you've heard too? That's my hearsay. I think it's bullshit. Here's another
How many
piece.
times have they snuck him in? They snuck him in Obama's days. So yeah, I could see this actually happening. And Mike Johnson thinks he's Moses and that he's bringing about the second coming of Christ. So don't underestimate these delusional motherfuckers because they will do this.
Pelosi says she's against it right now. Not a good time.
Oh, they said that the last time they snuck him in. Remember last time they gave us less than 24 hours notice that he was even going to do it? Like all of a sudden, boom, it would just happen. Like, yeah, I don't blame him.
I think this is kind of keeping it real, sort of. Tell me what you think after you see this.
Why are you here today? To support Donald Trump.
I am here for Trump.
To support Donald Trump. To put America first.
What do you like about Donald Trump?
Everything. He's from Queens, and he speaks our language.
I like Trump because he keep it real. He don't got no filter. He's for the people.
He speaks money, and this is what the country needs. We need money, not inflation. We need money.
Everything.
Okay, well, we're going to go blow up a bunch of countries,
We had
but that's
low
okay.
inflation. We had gas under $1.80.
What issues are people in the Bronx facing?
Economic stress. They're facing an illegal invasion.
In the Bronx right now, it's definitely crime.
Prices is extreme.
We care about the housing. We care about the crime.
How has Joe Biden addressed those issues?
He hasn't.
He hasn't addressed them. He wants to make them worse.
Nothing. He's just been talking a lot.
The Biden name in the Bronx sounds like mass incarceration.
Fox News, there you go.
It was a mixed bag, but a lot of their points are true. They are true. Biden hasn't done.
Yeah, but here's the thing: when they say put America first. Okay, Trump will put America first, and he will go bomb other countries.
He won't put it.
Yes, he will play.
He'll play that card, but he won't do it. Yeah, he'll bomb
gas. Then we got to go take the gas from Syria. We got to go take the gas from Iran. Like he'll be like, I'm putting America first, but just know that we got to go kick some ass. Yeah, that's what I see with America first.
All I'm saying is it's the economy stupid in a big way. If it was that way when Clinton ran, it's on steroids this time. The economy is destroying this country, and we're getting ready to eat some major shit. And I haven't brought a jobs closing, businesses closing, but so many, there's just too many to talk about. TJ Maxx is going out. Macy's is done. Walmart's laying off people. And I'm going to tell you something, Chanda. Hollywood is done for. You've got movie theaters are going to be converted into low rent housing. Yeah. It's a nightmare. No, anyway,
they won't even make them low rent housing. Yeah. They'll sit there empty before they put freaking people in need in them.
So many businesses are going out. Red Lobster, I don't even talk about that. You want Red Lobster, you better find one.
Why? Because of vulture fucking capitalism.
Yes.
They come in, they purchase these places that own land, they sell them back to them, they sell the land off, they rent. Oh, now you rent from yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they just gut them from the inside, and they're zombies. They're called zombie.
A lot of this is the same model that Mitt Romney did to destroy Toys R Us. They put them in a hedge funds, and they're actually making money, and then they close the whole motherfucker. That's what they're doing. They're destroying this country. People are going to be out of work like you've never seen. We are heading towards a big time.
Store at a time. Yeah.
And today's date, Oz said that, 5/25/2024. You can shove it up my ass if I'm wrong.
He's so pissed off.
It is. Golden Corral's gone. They're gone. They're done. There's so many other ones. There's hardware stores. There's just all kinds of business, small, medium, and large businesses. Boeing lost $4 billion, and they're getting.
Deserve to.
Yeah, they deserve to, but that's jobs. Every time that happens, jobs, more jobs. Anyway, let's get through this. I'm talking too much, but I'm pissed tonight again. God,
I know you are fired up tonight.
Jesus Christ! Wake up, America.
Ollie. Well, no.
Is this on his official account? A unified Reich? That's Hitler's language. That's not America's. He cares about holding on to power. I care about you.
President Biden hammering former President Trump for amplifying language evoking Adolf Hitler's rule in a since-deleted video that he shared referencing the creation of a unified Reich.
Oh, the video we just showed?
Yeah, the video we just showed. Now, my point here is I said promotional videos disguised as news. This is how these bullshit Western propaganda organizations wedge in their campaign support for whoever's their masters are. They edge them in, and they have Casey Hunt get up there. Oh, President Biden talking about what... They just had his goddamn ad there. They were talking about Trump having such free advertising back in 2016. They're doing it on steroids now. CNN, go to hell, all of you. You damn
go to hell,
pigs. Okay, we're going here. Let's
you
see.
wrote a huge show. Oz did most of the writing of this
Yeah,
weekend.
you can tell.
I'm
This
really
is
impressed. Like,
this is
you wrote a lot
this
of
is
stuff.
this is the last deck. Close small businesses 2020. Force them to lay off their employee 2021. Reopen businesses and rehire employees 2022. Call it record job growth in 2023. Yeah, that's how you do it, Joe. Build back better. Build back. Shandy, you brought this and I was eyeballing it to bring in. When plunder becomes a way of life, a group of men in society over the course of time, they create for themselves as a legal system that authorizes it and moral code that glorifies it. No shit. That's what they do.
Yeah, the moral code there. Yeah, that glorifies it.
Moral code. Federal budget. Yeah, this was good. I'm just going to scroll through these. Let's see. We got this one.
Do this one. This one. No, go back one. Go back one. Do 60.
60?
Okay, so U.S. federal budget crosses grim milestone as interest payments overtake defense spending. Check this out.
That's
It
nuts.
can't be good for us.
It's not.
It can't be good for us.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently. That's okay. Things are going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. We're all fucked. We are fucked.
We are fucked. We are fucked. We are fucked. What is this? You brought this.
Red Lobster has filed. That's exactly what I just said. A hedge fund bought the company, sold off the land of Red Lobster restaurants and on the locations, and leased it back to Red Lobster and jacked up the rent. Just so you know what's really going on here. Yeah.
Yeah. They started off by they closed 12 stores. Then it was 50 in the same week. Then it was 100. Then the next week they filed bankruptcy. They're done.
They own multiple different stores. So Olive Garden is owned by the same as Red Lobster. So Olive Garden's next. But it doesn't matter because nobody has the money to go to these damn places and drop $200 or $300 on one evening's dinner. I mean, with groceries the way they are, nobody has that kind of disposable income anymore.
There's another factor here that people don't get to see. A lot of these places, they don't own the land. They're having to pay rent on these places. Okay.
Like $10,000, $20,000 a month. Yeah.
And it has shot up through the ceiling. So that attacks. So give me the shit about raising minimum wage in California. No. It's not just that. And I'm not going to stop anybody from making a living wage. But I tell you something, this inflation is out of control. You brought this. This is McDonald's, Target.
Oh, insane. Let's see. We must band together against the growing number of restaurants where fries do not come with the burgers, but are instead a $3 or $8 side. This is going too far. Yeah, like sit-down restaurants, fuck you. If I order a burger, I want fries with it. And Target is cutting prices on up to 50 or 5,000 items amongst inflation due to lack of customers. And McDonald's just announced the same thing last week. It's acknowledging price gouging. Absolutely. Because they can back those prices back down when they need to. Like, oh shit, we overstepped. Nobody's coming in. Let's lower the prices a little bit.
Target's done, by the way. See, there's another one.
I worked for Target.
They're about done. They're going to be they're not going to make it another year. Tell employees we can't afford to pay more. Brag about record profits. Every company, yeah, you got that right, Chanda.
Every damn time.
Did you bring this next one? This is
let's see the McDonald's price menu.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Look at how the prices have changed just since 2020. 2016. Is that what it says?
2019. It's 2019. It was $1.79 for French fries. Now it's $4.79. Are you fucking kidding me?
For a medium fry is $4.7. That's insane.
A McChicken was $1.29. Now it's $3.89. Oh, you're making me sick just reading this, but you shouldn't eat that anyway, right? That doesn't make it. That doesn't make it any better.
They didn't have to jack up the prices the way they did. They did it because they were greedy fat pigs, like just like the meme we just showed, right? They have no moral code at all.
Let me see. Earth. Oh, did I bring this? You brought this. Earthworm dies of H1N bird flu. Health officials say are very concerned about many declare a state emergency. Once you understand that they are not journalists and media professionals, but rather actors, operatives, things will start to make sense. And that's that earthworm story. Is that correct?
Skip to 68. Yeah, absolutely. They just want you scared. Be in fear. That's what these headlines are for.
Here's 68.
68. A woman stuck in a Tesla for 40 minutes with 115-degree temperature during a vehicle update. Please hold while your vehicle updates.
Oh, shit. That's like sneaking in at night. Am I doing 69?
What is it? Are you doing 69? Oh, this is some Karen. Yeah, do this one. Definitely.
All right, here we go. Karen.
Is this a racist thing? Is it because they're Hispanic?
Of course. Hispanics are the only undocumented here. Mexicans and South Americans. Yes.
This woman harassed construction workers and demanded documents because they looked Hispanic.
If they're not documented.
They 100% are. They 100% are. But it's not your information.
Sure it is. I'm a citizen of the country. I mean, I'm a citizen. How is it not my business?
They're not even working on your
property. It doesn't matter. They're working in my neighborhood. They're working next to my property.
Is that? I don't understand. They all have documentation. Now you're demanding it?
Yes.
Are you demanding mine as well?
Well, you obviously are not Hispanic.
And why is that? Why are you not demanding my documentation?
Thankfully, they had such a great supervisor.
Yeah, he could be European.
Do I need to get police involved here?
Sure.
So that you let these guys alone?
I'm not bothering them.
You are harassing them, and you're actually on this person's property.
Yeah, you're on the property. Get off the property, bitch.
I'm gonna have these guys keep working.
Well, okay, and I'm.
So she just takes one step back. She's not off the property.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us know, but I'm gonna have these guys keep working.
Someone needs to explain to her that immigrants can look like anyone.
Oh my gosh, that dude handled it like a champ, though. I gotta
he
say.
did. He handled it better than I would have, especially tonight.
I would have gone off, you crazy ass.
Now, is this true, Chanda? The 70s, $5 to see the greatest band live in concert. 2000s, $100 to see a laptop live.
Yeah,
that's
100% true.
That's kind of like right on there. I saw that.
I love this next one. I love this one.
Yeah, there you go.
I wanted to believe, but the government said they were real. And that's exactly what happened. I used to believe, if you would have asked me in the 90s or early 2000s about UFOs and aliens, I would have been like, oh, hell yeah, and the government's covering it up. And now the government's like, yeah, they're real. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't believe
Well, we get that every cycle. They start talking about UFOs. They had some general talking about it yesterday. It's Meme Alley time. We made it to Meme Alley, and we have Boeing, literally a whistleblower. Does that kind of track?
Yeah, totally track.
Jesus Christ. I've been on my ancestors here. Forget the war parties. If we build a casino, they'll hand over their money faster than we can pour drinks. What's the problem with the world? You have severed your connection with the spirit. I love that. That's so nice. We have. That Gaia is gone.
I have it. I've been out there digging in the dirt for weeks now. My garden is starting to pop, and it's going to be great, hopefully. But you know what? Chemtrails are destroying it. I was going to tell you, I got this white burn marks all over everything, and it's got to be coming from the sky, and I'm not the only one who has it. Like all my friends, all their stuff is burning too.
Joey is itching, and there's nothing to see to make her itch.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on. We live in a world where truth has to be explained again and again, while a lie is believed blindly. Well, that's a truism. We should have a truism section. That is a truism and a half. Let's see. If you keep busy, let's see, everybody. If you keep them busy with basic needs, they will forget about the freedom they lost. No shit. That's that critical thinking skills going in the toilet again. Let me see. Where are we at here? I think we're almost caught up. We're almost caught up. Oh, you brought this. Is this Glenn Close? Ugh.
I freaking love this. So me trying to fold a fitted sheet. Why does Glenn Close have a fucking bedspread on?
Yeah, no kidding. Holy shit. That looks like the dust ruffle.
It does look like a dust ruffle. The VA isn't playing around with these wait times. Look,
yeah, no. That's
George Washington?
French Revolution. That's a French George Washington. Yeah, that's what that one is. So this is bad. Something tells me Roadrunner and Coyote were somehow involved. There's a boulder on the fucking plate. Just so we are clear, the real devil's lettuce is coleslaw. You don't like coleslaw, Shanda?
I love coleslaw, but cabbage doesn't love me back. It tears my stomach up. So it is really the devil's lettuce.
It is the devil's lettuce.
I love it, though. I love it. Don't get me wrong.
I do, too. I like a good coleslaw. I like the old Kentucky Fried Chicken coleslaw.
Me, too. That was my favorite coleslaw. It probably wasn't even real coleslaw, but hey, I'll take it.
It was. When I was your age, I had to walk 10 feet through shag carpet to change the TV channel. You brought that, or you had it on your timeline. Did we actually wipe out Ring Around the Collar in the 80s? I never heard about it anymore. No, I don't think we did. And we're putting these toxic chemicals on our collars to get it out, and it still doesn't get rid of Ring Around the Collar.
I know. Bleach doesn't do crap.
Here's a little throwback. I can't believe I saw this yesterday. Tonight, the journey ends. Star Trek: The Next Generation. That was 30 years ago. Is that right? 3/23/94. 30 years ago. Holy shit. And I used to ride Sandy, except Sandy was a quarter when I was a kid. Remember gas back in the days? 58, 60 cents a gallon?
I remember paying 99 cents. And
we're going to see that. We're going to see that. We've got...
Sound is tough. I'm confused, huh? Catalytic Centaur is dropping me a message over at Trailer Park saying that the sound is off. Yeah, we've got sound. I don't know what's going on.
I got sound. We got sound on YouTube. It's going out.
Maybe on the Trailer Park. I don't know, but it's something we'll keep an eye on and look at.
Sorry. My grandmother promised all of us she made it to 90 and she would get a pink mohawk. Well, she made it to 90. Rock on, Grandma. And
yeah, that's
my grandma had two passions: LSD and ducks. I'm thinking
those aren't ducks.
Those aren't ducks. Well, you know, it's Grandma. Now you brought this, and I'm kind of concerned about you, Shanda. What are you?
It's fashion. So Prince William has been named UK's third sexiest man in 2024, but you know, nobody's seen Kate Middleton, and people are starting to wonder if it was her blood that did the painting for King Charles's first official portrait.
Oh. Sexiest man for the Jolly Green Giant as a dildo.
Yeah, he looks like a dildo for sure.
Jesus Christ. And there's Stoner Corner. Shanda, this is all you this week, Shanda. I didn't touch
Stoner Corner, yeah. When you're about to walk out the door and leave for work and you see the bong just sitting there, yeah, just one hit. And hate is gonna hate, but Granny's always gonna get baked. And we've all been there. Yeah, I've been there. You got to have the can. And you smoke at parties. I get high to fold my laundry. We are not the same.
No, you're not. Very good. Love that. All right, everybody. Can you read this? I'm going to set it here for a second. Ding, 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 ding. Can you read that, Shanda?
I am high, and I can still see it.
And you are high. You are high. Are you high? Very good. Shanda knocked it out of the park. Are you high? That took me a minute to look, but I wear readers on everything. And it's that time again before we head on out for the evening. Shitlib Book Club recommendations. Lindsey Graham, Tuffy licks his ass because he can, and he is owned by the APAC lobby. Step right up to this unbelievable bullshit. When will this circus be closing? And that's the U.S. Congress, everybody. That's where we're at.
Soon enough.
Not soon enough. And 93% of them are bought and paid for, and I question even that. We are in the last lap here. We've got Hollywood Go Fuck Yourself, and I'm going to be doing sympathies for those Hollywood actors who actually are human beings and good actors and are on the right side of the issue. Getting ready for the apocalypse, Shanda. Do you think this is...
I saw that was dropping.
Is that social conditioning? Is that what
that
is?
Yeah, definitely. They do a lot of social conditioning and soft disclosure in these movies. The CIA writes half of these scripts. We know that.
I hear it's a pretty good show, but you know what? I'm tired of Mad Max. I'm tired of Mad Max.
I'm tired of living like Mad Max. Yeah, it's really sucked.
Yeah. I gotta say, Hollywood is creatively bankrupt. They can't come up. It's all, prequels and sequels and lions and tigers and bears and no creativity anymore. They are done. They are done. It's going to be a whole new thing. Celebrities are sheep herders. Chanda, you brought that one.
They are sheep herders. Everybody follow the leader. That's why I like that Block 2024 that everybody was doing last week, where you just went in and blocked celebrities. I'm still doing it. If I come across a celebrity in my newsfeed, I just block them because screw them. They don't need my username in their algorithm. I did see the new trailer for Beetlejuice 2024 today. It dropped. And
I saw it.
Kind of good.
It looks kind of good, but Michael Keaton looks tired.
Well, come on. He's a boomer. He's tired.
I shouldn't cap on my fellow peers.
Batman for how long? Yeah, he's tired for sure.
He just played Batman in The Flash. I fixed it, so there's Beetlejuice Oz on the poster. So
I love it.
I had to do that, guys. I take liberties because I'm old. I didn't get a chance to shout this out, and I'll be damned if I'm not going to this week. So I brought this. Rest in peace, Donna Summer. Loved her music, grew up with her music, enjoyed her music. One of the top selling musicians in history. And that lady had talent. She really did. Died way too young. I think she was only like 61 years old or something.
See that freaking scares me now. Oh my God, now that I'm over 50, I'm scared to hear when people die.
What are you griping about? I'm 64 going on 65. Give me a break, man. Shit. I wake up every day in fear. And then I figured out, I just woke up. It's okay. I'll make it through another day. Anyway, we've got that. We made it to the end of the show with no minutes to bear, but I wanted to thank everybody. I wanted to thank everybody for joining us tonight. This is a special show as we bid adieu to the winter spring deck. We've used this since September? October, I think. Yeah. And if you're producing, you know that these decks get full, they get glitchy, they get old, they get crusty. And next week, we will be back with Hot Summer Nights. We're going to kick it off, and it's going to have a little bit of a new look and new eye candy for everybody. But stick around if you can for a few more minutes, because this outro, I think, is one of my best outros I've done. And it's done, the main song is Pink Noise. It's done by Pink Noise, Dogs of War. And Lexington Lab Bands does a great The Wall. They do a very good job. Chanda, you got some announcements before we kick this off?
Announcements. You can join me back in the trailer park on Monday morning, and we'll do our normal routine. And I'm working on a couple of different things. I think it is time to do to hell and back. The fentanyl epidemic across the country has exploded. It's like a fentanyl bomb has gone off. So I think we need to catch up. And some of Portland, Oregon's free-for-all drug laws kind of didn't work out very well. So yeah, I'm going to cover all that. So I'm thinking we'll just do like a hell and back instead of like an uncensored on Thursday. So
good idea.
Thursday.
That'll be great. And Chanda, sincerely, happy birthday. I couldn't have a better partner doing this. And I just, like I said, if you're not here, I don't do this anymore. You've been wonderful.
I feel the same way about you. I absolutely do. And thank you for doing so much work on the deck this week. We normally share the tasks, and I kind of slept off this week, but I was out, partying.
Yeah, I overloaded it. Oz, you fucked up. You put too much content on there.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take half the content over to Monday's B&B, so it wasn't a lost cause for sure.
Well, good. Take the all the content you want, because I won't be clearing this deck. It'll be in the archives as the last show. Anyway, we are going to go out with, and let me know in the chat if you think this is a good outro. I think it came out nicely. Love the group. Pink Noise. Boba Flex was the thumbnail. We will see you guys next Saturday night for another rousing time with Oz on his fucking rocket-powered soapbox bitching about everything, and the beauty Chanda keeping him calm. Thanks, everybody. Have a great evening. We love you guys. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep coming.
Good night, Chad. Thank you so much for all the birthday love.
See ya. Hi. Hi.
Scared